Starscream Kills presents, in a Geeky-Guy production. This is the builder section of the deck. It is the largest part of the deck. It is composed of 39 cards. Part of the reason it is so large is because in this case, land is not considered an independent category, but rather part of builders, because whenever a land is played, powerful things happen for this deck. Now, as far as the land is concerned, 8 forests, 10 islands, 4 misty rainforests as the fetch lands. I also use, when I do adversarial and green as part of it, I run at least 3 birds of paradise. It's a very fragile form of a dual land, in my opinion. So essentially, that's like running 25 lands. 4 Harrows, 4 Kalani Heart Expeditions. I haven't got all these in, but 3 Oracle of Moldea, though I do have them all on for MTGO, so I've been playing with the full deck. 3 Rampant Growth, and 4 Misty Rainforest. There's lots of wonderful combinations. You can throw in a Kalani, then throw in another one, throw in a fetch land, then all of a sudden both of them get 2 counters, because one when the fetch land came, one when another land came in because of the fetch land. Rampant Growth, or then you can trip one if you had another land, and then that'll give this one another bunch of counters, and you can always trip that right before they naturalize it, or Solemn Offering, or whatever. And there's just lots of infinite ways to drop land on their turn to trigger your landfall abilities, which become, when you see the busters, become very important. The Oracle of Moldea allows you to play with the top card of your deck face up. If it's a land, you may put that land in play. You may play up to 2 lands per turn as long as this card is in play. For a landfall deck, that is just a necessity, and that's why I say green is always a lynch color in any landfall deck. The last section is the Busters. The Busters is only composed of 8 cards, and actually that's a little large for mid-range decks that I run. These are sort of your fatties that do what you need to do to bring home the game for you. Run 4 Rampaging Baloths. Usually I don't attack with these unless I need to. They're mainly there to create 4/4 beast tokens. And then there is 4 Royal Elementals. Royal Elemental is not getting a lot of love. It's a cheap card to get. It is a 3/2, and a lot of people think lightning bait. Again, that's why the Squid Mob was there, to draw the burst lightnings and all that. Keep this guy alone, or it. Idea is you run 2 of them, land falls, and both of them, if you can do this, jack the same creature. Or if you get a Harrow, 2 lands drop, each one jacks a creature, and then they both jack the most powerful creature together. That way, they lightning bolt one, you still got their powerful creature. It's, I have found this does not earn you a lot of love. No one likes a mind control card that you can have every time you drop a land. I have had players just resign against me, so do watch your meta, because it may not make you a popular person. Royal Elemental is an undervalued card that kicks a lot of tail. So in conclusion, I really have had a lot of fun with this landfall deck, and I hope to show you some video footage in the future like I did with the Mamp It Up in live play. So far, I have only lost, I think, 1 game with this deck out of maybe 10. Like I said, though, a number of times people just resign, because when you're doing that much creature jacking, they just get really upset. And so, do know your meta, know the people you play with. For me, experience is just as important as making fun decks. So, sometimes I don't like that, because I do, want to make sure I do get along with the people I play with. So do bear that in mind. The Royal Elemental is just one of the ultimates in creature jacking. I have found that the Birds of Paradise, after a while, kind of drift into becoming blockers. You can do chump blocking, but the best piece is a land drops, and then all of a sudden you have more Baloth, beast tokens, and then what happens is the Royal Elemental takes away defenders by mind jacking them right there, creature jacking them right there in the turn, and then you've opened up your opponent's defenses at the same token that you've made more attackers. It can become a really vicious deck that once it starts to snowball, most opponents don't really have much of a defense against it. So until next time, just tapping away like the rest of you.